Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Ultra. I was very excited to come on tonight because I watched the new Love During Lockup.
Doing that.
Okay.
Just be regular.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like, it's okay. Like, we're right here, alright?
You get it.
And I wanted to talk about Candice and Andrew because I have so much to say. I love the whole simp arc.
From her letters that we just had a connection. Andrew, hello, I'm Candace. You got my attention. I love your voice too. I'm constantly looking at your handsome pics and imagining all the memories we can make. What, second or third letter? She wanted to be exclusive.
It's just something about a fundamental human desire to want to give the person that you love or win over their affection. But obviously sometimes it's misguided. When it comes to Love After Lockup, oftentimes the people that are on the outside are more messed up than the people on the inside.
Ever a point where you were using him for money? I'm doing whatever I need to do to get what I want in life.
Andrew is an individual that has found Candice, and she is like a tattooed baddie, ex-convict kind of chick.
I'm a woman who's been to prison that has lived a rough lifestyle, so I can handle a lot. Andrew being too overbearing.
She honestly reminds me of Destiny and Sean, the guy that had 6 children. She's basically like a rough bad girl sugar baby. He's just like a trick to her, like she's taking whatever she can from him. It's unfortunate. He ended up getting her an apartment and a truck, and the apartment apparently cost $1,400, which is quite a lot where they live. It begins with him telling his friend,
What? She got nowhere to go, so I got an apartment for her.
Down Las Vegas?
So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, until she can get clearance to move here.
Is it
I mean, it's
grade
nice.
A?
Yeah, $1,400 a month.
and by the way, I'm gonna have to edit this because they do copyright, so I'm gonna have to speed it up a little bit. He tells his friend, oh, we're so in love, oh, the letters, and she's telling him in the letters that, oh, you're not gonna find anybody else, or if you are talking to other girls, I'm gonna change that. And it's like so romantic. And then he tells his friend how much he spent, and his friend is like, what? Freaked out about it, which, like, who wouldn't be? He's imagining this grand romantic reunion and her being so appreciative. He's like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. He's a very soft-spoken guy. What happens instead? He comes out and she's trying to be nice and keep up the facade.
What can I do to help you?
I can't tell you what to do. I can only do what I need to do, and I need to focus on getting this sorted out.
But she's like, I feel anxiety, I can't do this. And he's like, I love you.
Have not been in a healthy relationship before, and I want to show you every day what a healthy marriage and a healthy relationship looks like. But I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not giving up on you. I'm not going anywhere. And honestly, you guys, I know I saw in the comments a lot of people said that she can't do better than him. He is cute and he has like his little dad bod going on, and he's a super sweet guy, but he was honestly giving me anxiety with how clingy he was. He's giving me stage 5 clinger kind of vibes. Like, I could not handle being with a guy like that, and I've been with men like that. They want to lock it down after 5 days. They just constantly are needy and expecting things.
I keep feeling awkward and uncomfortable. I'm gonna want to go use. So I know that if I'm putting myself in a risky situation where I feel like I can't handle my emotions, I need to get out of it.
I just know, like, I'm not gonna give up on you.
He's telling her that, oh, I know you've never been in a healthy relationship. It's very clear that he doesn't know what a healthy relationship is because of the way that he's behaving with her. Because if he did, he wouldn't be going from 0 to 100 right away like that.
Giving me too much anxiety to like be in such a committed relationship so quick when I have so much things that I need to do.
So you don't want to be together?
I'm sorry, I just can't do it right now.
She's going through this whole thing. She's saying, I need to meet my PO and all this stuff. And she didn't end up meeting them. Then they have dinner. They had dinner at some point during that time. And she's like, things are not going well. Things are not going as I thought they would. It's not what I imagined. And then she starts using this classic addict manipulation, saying, I'm triggered and I know my triggers. Me being in recovery, I've just known a ton of these types of women like her. I knew this one woman, she was so heavily tattooed, chest tattoo, and neck tattoo, everything, but she loved expensive things, and she's like, my Balenciaga. how do you have money for all this stuff? Because you work for like a fire hydrant company, and I just like don't understand. Using the whole thing like, I'm triggered and I'm gonna relapse. It's such a classic like manipulation tactic. I feel like unless you're going post-acute withdrawal syndrome and you're fresh in recovery, which I don't think she is because she's been locked up for a while, unless she's getting stuff in prison. I think it's a very lame excuse to say. I definitely sympathize because there's times where I feel a bit triggered, like if there's 20 plus people, then they're all drinking alcohol. I went to Christmas with my family and they're all having boiling wine, which sounds like disgusting, but the smell was wafting everywhere and I was like hyperventilating. I was like, I need to get out of here. There's this other guy trying to see if there's something there, and he's like, I like going to the club, I like dancing, and I'm like, okay, a club is a place that I need to avoid like the plague, but then meanwhile I'm at the goth club every weekend. Like, I feel safe at the goth club. I don't feel safe at the preppy clubs where everybody's drunk out of their minds. And even sometimes they host the goth club at this big nightclub and the normies come in, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, some people are so intoxicated, I just can't. That was a massive tangent. She just is bullshitting in my opinion. She's like, you can take the truck back if you want, and he's like, but what about the apartment?
If you want to take the truck back, you can. But like the apartment, just let me know what you want to do because I know you put a lot into this. I know you had a lot at stake. It's just not good right now.
But you still love me. I know.
And all he can say is K. She tells her friend, and her friend's like, did you give the ring back? As she's still wearing it on her finger. She's like, no. She's a little bit panicked, sinking in that she has turned down this guy and that's her cash cow and her meal ticket.
And this wasn't just like a prison only thing, money. No.
I bet you guys she's gonna definitely pawn that ring, and she wanted to keep the apartment. She's gonna say, I have nowhere to live, I'm destitute. So then it cuts to this like scene where the producer is asking her, because he asked her, this wasn't just a prison thing, right? And the producer's like, were you using him the whole time? And she's like, I did what I had to do to get what I want in life. Dang, this chick is cold. It gave me Branwen vibes, kind of. Like, you guys remember when Branwen was on her escorting site? I don't know how long this facade is gonna last because I don't think he's necessarily a wealthy man or anything like that, but he's definitely gonna run out of money at some point, kind of like how Sean did. If you guys recall, Sean also bought Destiny a car. He bought her so many things and she was just like done with him, but then she would orbit around him whenever she needed something. I definitely predict that she's gonna try to come back to him because she's gonna realize that she doesn't have anything. I feel sorry for the guy. He seems really sweet. He just wants to please a pretty lady. It's tough whenever you're in love and you want your significant other, but you're idealistic and you think it's gonna be something that it's not. I'm very curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, guys. Love you guys so much. I'm curious if you guys are excited too. Bye, guys.